Hey Songbird, another tea time together with you, so cheers. Now today I want to get right into our time together and I want to talk about fear. No doubt you have experienced this feeling of being fearful, right? I know I have millions of times in my life. And I think one of the things that just really hinders us from being the singer that we were created to be and just being the human being that we were created to be is that we actually let fear dictate our action, or should I say we let fear dictate our inaction. So when we feel fear, so we might sort of say to ourselves, like, yeah, I would so love to be a great singer. But because of our fear, we don't allow ourselves to, go and do the next step that we need to do in order to become the great singer. So because of our fear, we don't go and inquire about singing coaching, even though we so want to do one-on-one lessons with someone and really get our voice to the next level. Or, we want to get out there and perform, but because of our fear, we let that stop us. And so we don't do anything about it. We don't actually go out and perform. And we forfeit that opportunity to actually share our music with the world. Or maybe it could even be as simple as just, having a desire to start a YouTube channel and start putting music online. But again, because of fear of rejection, fear that people are going to be like, oh, you're so crap or whatever, and we don't do anything about it. So often we allow fear to paralyze us, and we allow fear to make us inactive, right? So it actually dictates our inaction, right? And I would like to propose a new way, because I think at the end of the day, we will always feel the fear. We always will. We always feel fear when it's something we care about. If it's something you don't care about, you won't feel anything, right? And if you don't feel anything, I don't think it's worth pursuing. You know what I'm saying? But when you feel fear, it's usually a indication that it is something that is super important to you, that is something that is truly, truly valued to you, and that often it is something that you should actually pursue. Fear does not mean you shouldn't do it. Fear is just something that happens when it's an important thing to you, right? Something you care deeply about. And so what I'd like to propose, and this is not a quote from me, it's actually a quote that I heard from something else, and I can't remember who the person was, but this is feel the fear and do it anyway. That's right. Feel the fear and do it anyway. So it's like, don't allow your fear to make you paralyzed. Don't allow your fear to stop you, but instead acknowledge your fear and go, yes, I am petrified at the moment. I am absolutely shaking. My whole body is shaking like a leaf and I'm, just absolutely terrified about this concept. Acknowledge that, right? But then say, but I'm not going to let that stop me. And I'm going to feel it, as a fully alive human being. Fear is going to be one of the emotions. I'm going to allow myself to feel that fear, and then I'm going to move forward and do it anyway. Okay? Because if you actually if you let your fear stop you, then you've basically surrendered to fear. You've bowed down to it, And the only way to conquer that fear is to not necessarily wait for a feeling of courage. You might be like going, no, I'll wait until I feel more ready. One day I'm gonna feel cool about this, and then I'll do it. I'm telling you right now, you will never feel cool about it. You will never get to a point where you're 100% ready. Never. Okay? You are always going to feel fear. All right? Confession time. When I first put my very first YouTube video out online, when I started the Songbird tree, I had so much fear. So much fear, you have absolutely no idea. It took me a long time to get to a point where I actually even mustered up the courage to upload my first video. And once I did, it was almost like, oh my gosh, I hope nobody sees this. Oh no, and I was so scared. And that's stupid, right? Like you put yourself out there. I put a video out there, obviously for the reason of blessing someone, of giving someone something out of it, right? And of course, you need people to watch it in order for them to get anything out of it. But my first reaction was utter fear. And I was just like, I really hope no one sees this, But, and that's normal, what I've realized now is that is so normal. Like even now, after having done this for a while now, and I'm, I've performed a lot and I'm constantly putting myself out there. But can I just tell you that every time I do, I always feel fear. I have never gotten to a point where I'm like, I'm fine, I feel nothing. No. I always feel fear before every performance, before I put out any video online, including these tea times together. before I put out a new program or something, like I might create a new program, before I, kind of promote anything that is something I'm doing, there is always fear. But what I have learned is that fear is something that actually should propel me forward rather than actually hold me and stop me, right? If I choose for it to, okay? And so what I have learned is that I'm going to feel the fear anyway. So instead of going, oh my gosh, I'm fearful, therefore I'm not going to do it, I just allow myself I acknowledge the fear, but then I actually move past it by doing it anyway. That's the only way you can move past your fear. There's no other way. Like seriously, I wish there was a shortcut way. I wish I could give you a magic pill that if you took it, you would absolutely feel no fear anymore or whatever, when it comes to your singing and stuff. But there is just no such thing. There is no shortcuts. There is no way around this but except to do it. Once you put yourself out there, once you actually decide that you're not going to let the fear get a hold of you and you're just going to do it anyway, somehow you move past it. You know what I mean? I mean, you still feel the fear, but you've done it anyway. It's already done, so you just kind of let it go. And then there is the opportunity that opens up for whatever it is that you've put out there to actually flourish and come alive, Like if I was always scared and I never performed on stage, then I would never get better. I would always be crap at performing, right? If I never put videos out there on YouTube, then I wouldn't be good at that either. And if you look back at my old videos, I was like I was kind of a lot shyer than I am now. Like now I've, I feel like, we're friends now. And so I feel a lot more comfortable now. But I had to start back there, I had to start back there where my videos were, I was a little bit more subdued and I wasn't really 100% being like fully me, But you got to start there. And then once you start there, and you just keep doing it, that's the only way you're going to move past your fear and the only way you're actually going to get better at doing whatever it is that you are wanting to do, where you're feeling petrified about, but, the only way is to actually do it. So my encouragement to you in this tea time together this week is feel the fear and do it anyway. Seriously, right? Even if it's breaking it down to very small steps, just something that you can do. Feel the fear and do it anyway. All right? It's going to be worth it. You are going to reap the benefits and the rewards when you decide that you're not going to let your fear stop you. Okay? All right. Now, Songbird, you know that I believe in you, and that's why I make the time to do these, these tea times together, because I just want to encourage you. I want to, I really want to help you to flourish. Not just as a singer in your vocal technique, but as a person, and as a whole, fully faceted, multifaceted person. And so I want you to just think about that. What is it that is What is it that you're feeling fear about right now? It doesn't even have to be about singing. Like, what is it? What is it that you're feeling absolute fear about right now? But it means so much to you, and you know that you got to do this. What is that thing? And that thing right there, okay? I want you to think about one little way in which you can feel the fear and do it anyway. Even if it's a teeny tiny step. That's cool. You take that one teeny tiny step, it's going to give you momentum to keep taking another step. And as you take another step, it's just going to get easier to take another step and another step and another step. And before you know it, you will have achieved your dream. You will have achieved what it is that you wanted to do, that you were absolutely knees knocking, sweating, and whatever, petrified about. Okay? All right. So don't let fear stop you. Feel the fear and do it anyway, because I really do believe in you. All right, well, be encouraged, and I will be chatting to you again next time. See you later. Bye.